everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Pisces. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start off by getting the key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Moonology deck, and also some sacred feminine messages from the Divine Feminine Oracle. When it comes to the tarot, I am changing up a little bit this week because, it's good to have a change. So I'll be pulling from the Wild Unknown Tarot and clarifying using the Tarot de la Nuit deck. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 22nd to the 28th of February 2021. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Also, don't forget I am now streaming on Twitch, so do follow me over there to be a part of the live discussions and live tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. So, Pisces, the card you have this week from the Quantum Oracle is New Supportive Connections in Reverse. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like maybe you're not really happy where you're at currently in terms of your employment. I feel like you don't really get along possibly with your colleagues. Maybe you feel like your managers or supervisors or those in higher positions are not very supportive. They're not really giving you any indication that you can progress within a company, right? If you are working for others. Otherwise, if you're self-employed, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you may feel like you're struggling to get a sense of community, that you see others possibly on social media that have these elaborate networks and there's a lot of back scratching and cheering, but you don't feel like you have that. And you're wondering, well, why can't I have that? Why can't I have the same level of support that others have, right? Or maybe you feel like your friends are not supporting a creative endeavor, your family don't understand why you're trying to start a business or something like that, okay? Those are the kinds of messages that I'm getting from this on this particular occasion. It's like, why am I lacking support? Why is this the case, right? So we'll have a look and see what we can find out for you that can help. So, Spirit, what is it that can help Pisces at this time if they are feeling underwhelmed or undersupported when it comes to their work, a business, a creative endeavor? What is it that Pisces needs to know at this time? What is it that can help them? Okay, so you have 2 cards here. The first card is A Time for Healing, Balsamic Moon, okay? And the other one is Look at the Bigger Picture, Full Moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so I think it does reflect a deeper wound, okay? Maybe that goes back from childhood where you felt like your family never had your back in anything that you did, or that your friends were never supportive, that you never had the approval of your peers, right? So there is like a need for validation here, and I feel like you're being asked to address that because it is playing a role in what's taking place here, right? And I feel like it's what the universe is trying to say to you is like, listen, there is a reason why you're, why you're taking a different path, right? There's a reason why your journey is perhaps a bit more solitary on that level, because maybe you weren't moving in a direction to form cliques because you weren't meant to be a part of one. You were meant to forge a new path. You were meant to stand out in some way. You were meant to innovate. You were meant to go against the grain, right? That's usually the case. Those of us that don't really fit a clique as such are usually the ones that carve out a different path. And I feel like that's the case where you're concerned, okay? So that's very interesting. So let's see what else we can find out. See if we can get a good, well, they're all good, but let's see what affirmation we can get for you from the Divine Feminine Oracle. So Mother Goddess, what is it that's going to help Pisces at this time reclaim their empowerment, right? Getting to a space of empowerment, being a ferocious leader. And not in a negative way, but just being really empowered. What's going to help Pisces operate from an empowered space? Okay, you have 2 cards as well, right, from this deck. Okay, I'll take them, but, you know, just saying it's a lot. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot, but okay. Fine. Okay, so the card you have is Rita of Cascia. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Sorry about that. And she is the patroness of impossible causes. What did I tell you? Going against the grain, making something possible that is seemingly impossible. And the affirmation is, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Okay, so this is a really good one. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Yes. When you believe in the impossible, guess what? It's no longer impossible. And that's exactly what you're being encouraged to do at this time, I feel, Pisces. I'm just going to move this along so we have a bit more space because we have quite a few cards to place here. So I just want to make sure there's enough space for them all. Okay, excellent. And then the second card you have is Yamoja. Yamoja. I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, so I'm sorry. And this is the goddess of all that flows. And it says here, I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Amazing. So this is very watery energy right here. But yeah, this is it. I feel like the more you understand that, right, that you are, put it this way, right? Let me just put it this way. The probability of you being you and you existing here and now is so minute, it is almost impossible, right? Like, it's like 1 in 100th billionth or something like that. You know, it's something really unfathomable as a number, right? The probability of you being here is so minute. And yet here you are, and the fact that you're watching this again, the probability of that is so minute, and yet here you are watching this. So even you doing this in this very moment is almost seemingly impossible, but here you are. So you, just being you in your present self, is almost impossible, but you still stand, you still exist. And that's the energy you need to embody. You know, I make the impossible possible. All energy flows within me. All creative possibilities exist within me. And I give birth to those possibilities. Amazing. How profound. Okay. So, let's go into the tarot now. Hopefully that made sense. I know I kind of went about that in a long way, but, you know, I do the best I can. So... And there's a lot of messages that want to come out, so I try to fit them in as quickly as I can because, you know, time. But let's go into the tarot messages. Yeah. So you're feeling left out. You feel like, oh, why does no one want to hang with me? Why does no one want to be in my peer group? Why does no one support me and, you know, be a part of my clique? And it's like, because you're not meant to be a part of a clique. You're meant to, you know, you're meant to carve out a new path, right? You're meant to do the impossible. So, you know, you can't do that with that, you know, kind of herd mentality. You know, to be an innovator, you have to be innovative, and you need to, you know, be differentiated in some shape or form. Not to say that other people aren't, of course, but there are leaders and there are followers. That's the way it is, right? And you are designed to be a leader. I almost said follower, which is not true. Not for the ones I'm picking up on anyway, you know, for the Pisces that I'm picking up on. I'm sorry, I'm rambling a lot today. I don't know what that's about. Let's just go into your reading. So, first card out is 5 of Pentacles, okay? Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. So I feel like, again, like I was just saying there, that was basically a summary of this energy. Like, I feel so left out. Why does no one want me a part of their group? Why does no one join my community? Why does no one? And it's like, because you're trying to follow a formula that you're not meant to follow. You're meant to create a new one. You're meant to take a different path. You're meant to take a different route in some way. You're supposed to go against the grain, not follow it. You see? You are a leader, not a follower, Pisces. You know, you are a spiritual... what's the word I'm looking for? You are a spiritual pioneer, similarly to Aquarius energy, but you are like the one that solidifies the ending of an old paradigm and prepares for the birthing of the new, right? So this is it. You're not meant to follow the grain. Next card out is the 8 of Wands, okay? Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Strong Sagittarius so far, okay? Also seeing strong Aries. But regardless, I feel like, honestly, you are going to have this realization. I feel like you're going to have a very strong epiphany. It's going to hit you, I don't know how, possibly through a communication you receive. Maybe there's just some synchronistic events that unfold. Something plays out in your reality and you're like, wow, that makes so much sense. Like, I totally understand now why I was not fitting in. I understand now why I wasn't getting that support in that environment, because I was never meant to be in that environment in the first place. It doesn't serve my purpose, you know. This is what I need to do now. So that realization is going to be a very powerful one, and it's going to be very healing as well. Amazing. Next card out is the Daughter of Cups in reverse. That's like the Page of Cups. That's your energy, Pisces. Yeah, you need to have more faith. You need to have more self-belief. You need to... It's like you get upset, like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I shouldn't have even tried. And it's like, oh my gosh, Pisces, it's not about you not being good enough. You are beyond good enough. The thing is, it's like you are actually beyond what you're currently doing right now. And that's not to, like, you know, be smug, you know, or to give you an ego trip or anything like that. It's just literally, you are capable of so much more, and that's why you're being kind of pushed gently out of your environment by the universe, because you are destined for greater things, essentially. But you don't realize that until this epiphany comes in. But still, there's still some part of you that's like longing for that sense of community and camaraderie, which is fine, because we are sociable creatures. I don't feel like you don't have people in your life. Of course you do. It's just you didn't get the support in something that you wanted, right? And it was a bit upsetting for you. The next card you have is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So a new golden opportunity. This is you seeing something that is meant for you. This is something that does give you an opportunity to do what is in your best interest. It does give you an opportunity to excel, to flourish, right? To carve a new path out. So this is exactly what you've been needing. This opportunity is exactly the opportunity that you've been waiting for, but you hadn't found yet, that you thought you wanted in this environment. But this is the real deal that's coming in for you. So I do like that. And that's why, again, the universe is having to shunt you away from this environment, so you can even see this possibility that's coming in, or rather this opportunity. The next card is the Emperor. So Aries energy, as I said. So yeah, this is you being a leader, okay? This is you being an innovator. This is you standing on your own 2 feet, achieving heights that you never believed possible, okay? Seeing things from a completely different lens. So this is a very empowered energy. This is your divine masculine showing up within yourself, okay? Because bearing in mind, we do have divine feminine and masculine attributes. So I feel like your divine feminine is getting these intuitive hits, these downloads of what you are destined for, what you are capable of creating in the world, right? And now your divine masculine is really integrating this awareness and is ready to take action. Amazing. And then the last card is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But the good thing is, it's already showing up. So it's like the more you step into your true power, the more you realize who you really are and what you're really capable of achieving, i.e. pretty much anything you want, that's when it's going to change. That's when you're going to see, okay, I could really build something monumental here. This is something that I can excel at, right? This golden opportunity, that's the cornerstone. That's what you've been waiting on. Something that you can use to build from the ground up. And this will lead to a community that you do align with. That's the thing. You will get following, you will get a community, you will have a network once you build this foundation. So that's what you're being prepared for. But first you need to believe that this is possible, right? That's really important. Your belief is fundamental. So that's something you really do need to work on if you resonate with this reading, okay? So let's go into the clarifications now. Yeah, you see, oh my god, I love it when cards come out and they're just so perfect. Okay, it's exactly what I was just saying, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But it's very, these readings are just awesome this week. I'm loving it. So far it's really good, and honestly it's looking really good, Pisces, but your perception plays a huge role. Because right now you're not seeing it for what it really is. You're not seeing yourself for who you really are. You're seeing yourself as an outcast when actually the universe is telling you, no, you're an innovator. So that's, you know, and often it's the case, you know, the people that felt like they were the oddball or they stood out in some way, they didn't quite fit, but they had, you know, all of these skills, these abilities, this, you know, intelligence or whatever, right? They always end up creating something significant. And it's not like it necessarily has to be something that gets loads of global traction and you're hyped in all the news outlets. No, but I just mean it's something that is going to make a difference, right? So, amazing. But it could be something on that level as well. It just depends. But ultimately, it's something that is going to make a difference. So, clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, you have the Judgment card. Okay, so yeah, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, and you have the 10 of Cups. So you see, well, you think you're being, you know, the very thing that you think is, you know, pulling you down, making you feel left out, making you feel not good enough, abandoned, being left out in the cold, is the very thing, you know, that very thing is leading you to where you actually want to be. Like I said, the universe is showing you through whatever's playing out in this situation that that is not the environment for you. But there is a door to where you ought to be, to where you want to be. It's not just about the universe pushing you somewhere you don't want to be. This is somewhere where you actually want to be. It's where you've been wanting. But you've been looking for that in a place that wasn't suitable. Whereas this is, right? This is the door to the very thing that you want. And then when you walk through it, oh my God, 10 of Cups. How that is like absolute happiness. That's bliss. That's like being in paradise, you know? It's like the very sort of environment that you've dreamt of. and you're crossing that threshold, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm here, it happened, you know. So you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in your reading. Ten of Cups at the start, and then Ten of Pentacles in reverse at the end. So that shows you can make the impossible possible, okay? But it does require a lot of self-belief and will on your part, okay? Clarifying the Eight of Wands, you have the Death cards, the Scorpio energy. And you have the High Priestess, so there you are, Pisces, right? So, yeah, big transformation. This is like a huge revelation coming in. You know, it's like that struck of lightning hitting you, that lightning bolt, douche. And you're like, wow, whoa, I did not even see that coming, and what the hell was that? And oh my gosh, I've just realized everything that's happening. I know exactly why things are unfolding the way they are. I know exactly where I was looking at it wrong, and now I have that clear awareness. Your intuition will then be really on point, and you're seeing, yeah, this had to come to an end. I had to leave this environment. I had to leave this behind, whatever this is, this situation. You know, I have to leave these connections behind because, yeah, I'm being guided to something way more fulfilling, that's way more aligned to who I am as a person, my vision, my principles, what I want to create. Amazing. So it's a huge revelation. As I said, it's massive. And it's also changing the way you look at yourself. Like, this is no small thing. Clarifying the Page of Cups in reverse, you have the Seven of Swords. Oh gosh, here we go. And then the Hanged Man, that's your energy as well, Pisces. So yeah, this is the thing, right? It's like, you're there thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, nothing's going well, everyone's trying to push me out, you know, the limelight's never on me, you know. I might as well just give up, I might as well just leave. And then it's like, yeah, you really need to look at this from another perspective. Because otherwise, yeah, you might keep engaging in self-sabotatory acts, and you may keep reaffirming things that are self-sabotatory to yourself as well. So, you know, self-limiting beliefs and all the rest of it, when actually, you see how the head's lit up, right? When you change your perspective, when you try and gain further clarity on the situation, especially after this like epiphany comes in, you'll realize like, oh my gosh, I was limiting myself massively. How could I undermine myself so, you know, in such a big way, right? But their awareness is coming in. It's just, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time to really integrate that because, like I said, it's a huge shake-up. It's like completely changing the way you look at things and how things have been playing out, you know, in your life especially more recently. But clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Moon. Okay, so much Pisces energy. So a lot of your energy is showing up here. And you have the Four of Swords. Yeah. So this is good. I mean, this is telling me that what you're not seeing is that this is an opportunity to really pick yourself up, to really just kind of dust off the cobwebs, do the inner work, change the way you look at things, you know, have more faith and less fear, and to just grab this golden opportunity with both hands, right? Because otherwise, if you just wait for things to just kind of pan out in this current situation, you're going to be waiting a long time. And I don't think you're going to get the result that you're looking for. I mean, well, I pretty much know you're not, because it's not your environment, you know. You're getting all of the signs that this is not the place for you, right? So there's nothing to fear other than, you know, staying within the comfort zone, what's familiar, because that is the death of all progress. But if you take this opportunity with both hands, not knowing exactly where it's going to lead and how successful it will be, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised of how it will unfold. Pleasantly surprised, may I add. So, clarifying the Emperor, you have the Lover's card, Gemini energy, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So again, the Ace of Pentacles is like back to back. So it's like the universe is really showing you, listen, If you step up and take this opportunity, stand in the energy of the Emperor, you know, as an entrepreneur, a coach, a self-starter, you know, a freelancer, you know, forming a business, you know, maybe even possibly getting a team together or going into a partnership, right? Because I feel like there may be someone that's offering you a business partnership, right? If you take that opportunity to partner with this person, you can be very successful, right? Even if you end up changing courses later down the line or go in different directions, I feel like this is the stepping stone you've been looking for. But it does require you to have faith. Do you have faith that this can happen? Or are you just going to pass up the opportunity and go back to what you already know? That's something only you can determine. But if you do choose to boss up and take this golden opportunity that's coming in, right? It's going to lead to very significant changes. And then clarifying the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, you have the 3 of Swords, ouch, and you have the 5 of Wands. Okay. So I do get a sense here. Okay. Depending on this offer that comes in as well, some of you may be resistant to this offer because you're not trusting it, because you don't feel like it's going to lead to anything tangible. Again, I get this energy of like self-sabotage, especially because we do have the 7 of Swords above it as well, right? That's why you're being encouraged to look at this from a very different perspective. Because if you're not careful, you could self-sabotage, you can push this away, possibly even get into a conflict with this person, right? And you could end up losing an opportunity to build a significant legacy. So there is a warning here to not let your current judgment shape whether or not you go after a new opportunity. Of course, use your discernment, do your research, make sure everything's legit, right? And that this person really is who they say they are, of course. If there's anything shady about it and you feel like, no, this person is trying to dupe me, then don't go for it. But if you know that this is a genuine offer and you reject it because you're used to feeling rejected, because you keep telling yourself that, you know, you can't leave your current employment, or you can't do it, you can't be successful on your own, or you can't be successful in this partnership, right? Because this could be someone that just wants to invest as well. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to work with you directly, but there's someone that might want to give you an opportunity to get started, right? But if you reject it because of past disappointment, because people have duped you in the past, you may regret it. So do be aware of that, Pisces, okay? So I hope that helps whoever needed this message. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget the notifications bell. And honestly, just take some time to consider the possibilities. It's like it says, you can make the impossible possible when you believe in it, when you know that you are a creative being, and the fact that you're here to begin with is a miracle in itself, okay? So sending you guys lots of love, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.